How we doing, everybody? It's another beautiful day here in the Cheesy Moon Workshop, OPD here. Beautiful Sunday morning. I was watching YouTube videos this morning. Old brother Cornbread was doing a open tag shout out to HT's Folding Hunter. I'll tag it in here. And while I don't have near as many as I'd like, I have a few, and I'm actually going to be selling a couple of these or trading a couple of these, but I'm going to start out with a good old Buck 110. This was sent to me early in my YouTube adventure. I mentioned that I loved them and had a few in the past that one fell in the lake, one was stolen, a couple others were just plain old lost. And a subscriber that wanted to stay anonymous sent this in to me. When I asked why, he said it was, people got out that he was giving away knives, they'd bug him to death. But it's just your good old classic 110. You just can't beat them. So there was that 110. And then a fellow YouTuber, YouTube friend, buddy, he responded to the story I shared about my son, which is the Cheesy Moon of Cheesy Moon Workshop. That big cheesy smile he is. Cheesy Moon Workshop is the name is a tribute to my son. But this young man over AW Customs, Aaron, he asked if I had a knife from the year my son was born, and I said no. And he said, let me see what I can do about that. And a few months later, I received this in the mail. A nice letter note from Aaron. This knife is from 1986. It's a Buck 110, but when he bought it on eBay, it had a broken tip. And I'm going to tell you something, folks. You would be hard-pressed to pick this knife up and know that it ever had anything wrong with it. He did a masterful job of putting a new point, reprofiling the swedge that was on there. You can look at these side by side and tell there's a difference. But as far as workmanship and craftsmanship, I mean, he did a super job. And let me look and see real quick here. I'll just grab this this piece of paper here. The edge that Aaron put on this knife is just phenomenal. I mean, it is a super well done job. But there you go. Those are the two Buck 110s that I have. All right. Thank you, Brother Aaron. I truly love this knife. The next knife I have, that's when I first picked this knife up, I was really surprised because I thought it was I knew it wasn't a Buck, but I thought maybe it was a Schrade LB7. It is very well made, very sturdy, but it's actually a Pakistan knife. But I tell you what, it's one of the better made Pakistan knives I've ever handled. I went to go to sharpen this, and it's a very, very good steel from what I can tell. But this knife here, This is the Schrade, and you can see why. When you look at these, you can see why it kind of fooled me a little bit. It's definitely not buck, but very, very close to an LB7. But this LB7 I picked up from a fellow here near my house. It's Winter Springs. It's had some work done on the blade, over sharpening over the years, but it's still a great knife. I bought another knife when I got this one here, but I'm going to save that kind of near the end. Another one I picked up recently, this folding hunter. This is a Western. Very lightweight, but beautiful grip on there. Fantastic knife. I wouldn't mind having a couple more of those. Excuse me. But when I bought this LB7, I also picked up this. This is the Gerber folding hunter. A little bit of oil on there. Both of these knives, I mean, this had spiders inside of it. Literally had spiders in it. When I went to clean it out, they ran all over the place. Absolutely beautiful knife. I love the brass and wood combination together. I think it's just absolutely gorgeous. But this knife is technically, as far as I'm concerned, belongs to a friend, a YouTube channel. And he'll get this at the Ellenville Knife Show when we get up there. And I gotta move some stuff up so we can get it all in frame here. And then recently, I was watching, there we go, they're all in there now. I was watching a YouTube channel. I can't remember off the top of my head the fella's name or his channel. He was doing a review of this knife. And this is a Kershaw. And I believe they call it the Wildcat. I have to put my glasses on. Bear with me 1 second. Yes, Kershaw Wildcat Ridge. It's a used knife. It's got some scars on it. It's a discontinued model. And yes, it's come on, focus. It is made in China. Well, folks, I carry a China-made Kershaw knife every day. And it just has stood the test of time. It's a great knife. This has a lanyard hole. Again, it's got a few scratches. It was a used knife. It has this very, not deep, but very aggressive, almost a file edge jipping on the back of that blade. And when you talk about having some grip there, that is, I mean, it's phenomenal. You're not slight. You'll tear the hide off your hand before you slide off of that blade. Well built, well constructed, and for a Chinese-made knife, am I going to run out and purchase one? Maybe if the price was right, but super thankful for the gift. The fellow, I commented on his video that reminded me of the Bucks and how much I love those, and it would be interesting to see a comparison, and he sent it over. Wicked sharp edge, super well built. It's just a great knife. Even though it's Chinese made, I love it. I mean, it's been carried to the job site 3 or 4 times, cut multiple boxes and bandings. But, that's my, outside of the The Pakistan, again, a good well-built knife. I'll probably sell this at the LBL show. But take those out. These good old classic American, the Buck 110s, the Schrade LB7s, this Gerber, even this Western, you just can't beat a nice big knife. And when you have a big hand like I do, it's nice to have a full hand, full of handle there. And that's one of the main draws for me. I mean, you can really get a hold of a big knife like that. Well, there you go, guys. That's my open tag response. Sunday morning. Hope you have a beautiful day. Please remember to like, subscribe, hit the notification bell. Please, if you're able, join us at the Ellaville Knife Show November 16. And those that do show up, I can't wait to meet you. Other folks, look for some videos to be posted during and in the days after that show, because there's going to be some good old boys up there that I can't wait to meet, and a lot of subscribers I can't wait to meet. So until then, guys, have a beautiful day. Whoa, hold on, back up the bus. I got another folding hunter here that I set off to the side for the grand finale, and I went and done forgot to show it to y'all. This is one of my pride and joy knives. I made a special little house for it to live in here. This knife I picked up at an estate sale with a group of other knives. And when I picked this knife up, I was thinking, I'm going to wipe the fingerprints off of there that I just put all over it. First thing entered my mind when I saw it in the box was buck knife. It was fairly grubby, fairly tarnished and corroded. And I thought this was like some camo woods pattern type plastic. And then I opened it up. And it says Camillus, New York, USA. And I said, wow, that's a Camillus. I never saw one built like a buck knife before. And let me pull out my buck knife here. Now, in my opinion, Buck made this for Camillus or vice versa. It is nearly identical in every way. All right? But I'm looking at this knife, and I had never seen a Camillus like this. And then I saw this etching on the blade here. Let's see if I can get it to focus. And it says Santa Fe Stoneworks. So I figured, okay, that's just some advertising knife like, Bob's Plumbing or Harry's Hardware. And I like to research the knives I find. So I went online to look up Santa Fe Stoneworks, expecting to find someone that deals with stone or whatever. But I was wrong. And see if I can zoom in on that. If you look, there's a pocket knife. And that logo that I really didn't notice at first. But I looked up Santa Fe Stoneworks, and I'm going to put a link to them or right over there somewhere. This company, super cool. They'll buy knives from Kershaw or other knife companies. And I'm assuming that they buy them without the scales on them, and then they put their scales on them, and they soup up these knives and turn them into these super knives. This handle is a marble. It's very heavy, but the handle is marble from a mine in Texas, I believe the fella said. I'll show you the email snipping, because when I saw that this is what this company was, I sent them an email asking about this particular knife, and the fella said, send me some pictures, I can tell you more. I sent him some pictures of it, and he came back with, when they made it, where they got the stone or the marble that's on here. Told me all about the knife and how Camillus had been out of business has been out of business in the U.S. for 15 years or more. And then he hit me with what the value of this knife should be. Now, I would detract with a couple little dings and nicks that are on there, but he says that this should sell in the neighborhood of $400, $450 if I could find someone willing to pay that. That's true with any knife. If the right guy wanted that knife, he'd pay $200 or $300 for it. It's a $50 knife. I wouldn't take any less than $300 for this knife. It is that rare and unique, and but I was just blown away by this. They'll take knives that, like a Kershaw, I think it was a Kershaw Leak I saw in there, that normally retails for about $90 to $100, and they go in and put their scales on. They have woolly mammoth, they have mammoth teeth, mammoth tusk, they've got exotic stones and inlays. Go check out their website. It's super cool, super beautiful knives. But I just fell in love with this knife. I will part with it for the right price. A serious buyer wants to come up to this knife show and make me a legitimate offer. I'll entertain it, because as much as I love it, I will let go, but it doesn't mean anything to me compared to this one I got from Aaron. But what a beautiful knife. I almost forgot it. But there you go, guys. Go check out Santa Fe Stoneworks. Awesome company, awesome knives. Super nice guy, very responsive when I sent the email. He's just, they just do some phenomenal work. And yeah, it's production line assembly type work, but gosh, it's so gorgeous. So there you go, guys. Closing of the Folding Hunter open tag. Till I see you all again. Have a beautiful day.